Hi, everybody. Welcome to Elwyn's live YouTube channel. I'm super excited because today we learned about all the different ways that we can use pumpkins, not just for decorating, but for eating too. One of my favorite things to make is pumpkin bread. Pumpkin bread is delicious. I like it because, it can be a little sweet, but also if you wanted, just kind of eat it as a snack too, it's good. So sweet treat, just regular treat. Breakfast if you want. Half the time you usually eat it for breakfast. It's kind of nice. So we're going to do that. I'm going to show you guys all the different ingredients that we need for it and how we mix everything together, and then we'll pop them in the oven and bake them. And then hopefully maybe by the end of the live, they'll be done and ready to see what it looks like. Maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. It just depends on time. So, the first thing that you need to do is to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So mine's already preheated and it's ready to go. The second step that we need to do is get our pans. So we need a 9 by 5. Yes, 9 by 5 pans. And you need 2 of them. And what we're going to do to make sure that the pumpkin batter doesn't stick to the pan and that it comes out easily is we're going to butter it and flour it. That's what I like to do. It's kind of, I don't know, the extra fan of using like Pam or any of that stuff because this is kind of like the old-fashioned way. But you can definitely use Pam if you have it at home, or any other kind of baking spray, or you can also use olive oil. You can use coconut oil, any kind of oil. But you want to get the butter and kind of spread it around the pan. I use a paper towel to spread it just because it makes it a little easier. And then after you do that, you get a little bit of flour and you sprinkle it in there.
Is the flour to kind of help it not stick to the pan?
Yeah, so the butter kind of makes it greasy and lets the flour kind of stick to the pan. And then you just kind of make sure it goes all the way around on the sides. And I just kind of hit the pan with my hand. And then you can also use your paper towel too and kind of spread it around if it's not kind of going where you need it to go. But just kind of spread it around. And then I like to just dump the rest in a sink. The stuff that you don't need. So you can kind of pat it with your hand. So there's one. And then let's do the second one real quick. Again, it's just regular butter. You can use unsalted, salted, whatever you kind of have in your fridge. You just kind of smear it around. My grandma taught me this one. I'm sure lots of other bakers know about it too, but it's one that she always preferred. Once cooking sprays came out, like Pam and stuff like that, she was like, nope, not using that stuff. Gotta use butter and flour.
Old-fashioned.
Old school way of doing things. So you just kind of pat them around. You can kind of see the flour's moving around. And just kind of dust in the sides. There we go. Okay. Perfect. At the bottom. And then there we go. We got 2 pans that are ready to go. Our second step that we are going to do is whisk our, let's do this one. We're going to whisk our sugar, our oil, and our eggs and our pumpkin together. So I kind of already pre-measured everything out just to make it kind of go a little bit quicker because sometimes the measuring stuff can take a little bit of time. So we'll do our sugar. So this is our sugar. It's a lot of sugar. 3 cups of sugar. So it's a lot of sugar. This recipe might look a little different than the one that you guys have on your packets. Because this is kind of like my recipe that I use. And it's one that my grandma uses, and I actually added some extra stuff that I don't actually have on the ingredients list and stuff too. So we got sugar. We've got oil. So, we'll add the
How many
oil.
cups are there? Do you know?
This, how many ingredients is there?
That looks like maybe 2 or
2 cups,
so.
maybe?
2.5 or
Yeah,
so.
look again. I always go by the recipe because I can't remember all these recipes. There's 1 cup of oil.
Oh,
So
okay.
then you just get a whisk with this or anything that you have, and you just get it combined. And it's not going to be super easy to mix. It can be a little hard because, you know, the sugar and the oil. But you mix that together. So it's kind of well combined is what they want you to do. So make sure that it's kind of evenly distributed.
And there's that kind of hand mixer and the electric one, huh?
Yes, there is. I like to do it by hand. If I'm doing lots of baking, then I'll use my
The
electric one.
yeah.
But I kind of like to use this one. So that's kind of well combined. I don't know if you guys can see it. Kind of looks almost like a sugar scrub. That's what it looks like. And then we'll add our eggs. So we have 4 eggs that we'll add. So 1, we want to make sure that no shells get in the mixture as well. You don't want crunchy things in there. That's not good. So 4 eggs. Last one. There we go. And those will get tossed in the trash. And then I got paper towels over here because those eggs can be a little messy. And then we'll mix this together. Do you like pumpkin bread, Vanessa?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pumpkin bread is really good.
Really, really good.
Anyways,
Especially with the nuts in there, but
I know. I love adding nuts too. We unfortunately don't have nuts just because in case someone has an allergy or
exactly.
anything to nuts and peanuts and stuff like that. I like to add chocolate chips to mine.
Never had a pumpkin bread with
Chocolate chips. Oh, so good. So we got our eggs all mixed in. And then the next thing that we are going to add is our pumpkin. So I don't know if you guys remember, what was it, like 2 weeks ago? We did a pumpkin experiment.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and we had a pumpkin, we carved into it, we learned all about the different parts of the pumpkin and everything, and then we actually baked the pumpkin and made our own pumpkin puree, which is what you can do. You can roast the pumpkins, you just cut them in half, put them on a baking sheet, cover them with foil, throw them into the oven on 350 for about 25-ish minutes, 30 minutes. And then you scrape out all the pumpkin, and then that's what this is puree pumpkin. But if you don't have a pumpkin or you don't have access to baking anything like that for the pumpkin, you can also just get a can of pumpkin at the grocery store, and it's the perfect amount that you need, which is 15 ounces of pumpkin. So I'm going to measure just to make sure. It should be enough, which 15 ounces is about 2 cups. So that's, if you have a little. So we'll add that. That was 1 cup. And there we go. We have a little less than 2 cups, but that's okay. It's got lots of pumpkin flavor in it, so it'll be just fine. We got that. Put that in the sink. And then we'll whisk this together, get it all mixed up.
Rochelle, have you ever had pumpkin bread?
It's turning a really pretty orange color. I heard that's Miss Carrie's favorite color. Am I correct, Vanessa?
Yes, it
orange?
is.
Yeah, it's very, very pretty orange color for you, Miss Carrie. So once we have that all mixed up, we're actually going to set it aside for just a second. And then we are going to dive into making the dry mixture. which is your flour, your baking soda, your spices, all that kind of stuff. So we take another bowl, and we will need, I believe it's 3.5 cups of flour that I already have pre-measured out. So we are just going to, yes, flour, so flour, and then we needed salt, which I believe was 2 teaspoons of salt. So that will mix that in there. And then we needed 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, which are different things. I am not a scientist, so I cannot tell you what each of them does to this, but it does something. It makes it yummy and puff up and do all kinds of things. So definitely need both of those. So we have flour, salt, baking soda, baking powder, and then spices. So this recipe called for 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 1/2 teaspoon of clove. And all those are ground ingredients. So I have those already pre-measured right there. Drop that in. I feel like I need to be like, boom, bam, like the cooking shows. And then you just kind of mix this together. You want to make sure that it's kind of really well incorporated and stirred together to combine, because we're going to be pouring it into the wet mixture, which is what it's called. So this is dry and this is wet. I can already smell the spices. Okay, good. So it's all kind of mixed together. Kind of went from a white color to a kind of tannish color. So then we will come to this now. And what we will do is we will add about half of the dry ingredients into the wet mixture. So you do that because if you were to dump it all in, it's really hard to really mix and incorporate it all together. So we do half, and then we mix it up, and then we'll do the other half just to make sure that it's really combined, because you don't want to have any flour clumps in your bread, because then it wouldn't really taste very good. So that's about half. You can kind of just eyeball it, and then you just take your whisk and whisk it around, stir it all up. Make sure you scrape the sides of the bowl. Make sure everything gets incorporated into the color. And then I'm also going to be adding half of our water that we needed, which is 2/3 cup of water. So I have some water in here. I'm just going to eyeball about half. Mix that together too. I love baking. It's way better than cooking. I'm not a big person of cooking. Baking is very scientific and to the fact, and this is, you add the right measurements of ingredients, and it usually turns out right. Cooking is a whole other ball game.
Yeah.
Do you like to cook or bake?
I like to do a little bit of both, but I was into baking more. Occasionally, I haven't really baked as much anymore because of my both jobs.
Yeah, you gotta have a lot of time for it. It's time consuming.
Yeah. But of course, when the holidays come and I have a little bit of time.
I like baking treats for my friends too around the holidays. So we added the second half of the dry ingredients, and so we'll mix this together. Get a little bit closer. Yeah, so you guys can check it out. We'll add the rest of the water. So there's a lot of mixture in here because it's going to make 2 loaves of the bread, which is good because once it's baking in the oven, everyone's going to want some.
Yes, the smell, I bet it's going
to make the whole outline smell like pumpkin spice. So this, we just mix it. Make sure, again, that it's all well incorporated. And then I will actually share with you guys my secret ingredient that I add to my pumpkin bread. Just because I don't know. I just love vanilla. I usually add it to all my baking
Oh,
stuff.
yes.
So this recipe, most recipes don't really include vanilla, but I like to add just a little splash, just to give it a little something extra. So we'll mix that around so that's kind of well incorporated and mixed in. Combined. And you want to make sure that there's no lumps and bumps or anything like that. So it looks pretty good. There we go. And then move this one out of the way. You can see, and then I'll pour them into here. So you'll want to divide this in half, so you have half the mixture in here and half the mixture in here, or batter. If it's not perfect, it's okay. If you have a little bit more in one and a little less in the other, that's fine. It's no big deal. So just pour it in here. And put a little bit in that one. And then I'll put a little bit in this one. I just kind of eyeball it. It's not an exact science. I mean, I guess you could try to divide it in half evenly, but for time purpose, we're just going to do this. I cannot wait to try this. Let's see, almost there. So this is only one recipe that you can make with pumpkin, but I like to make pumpkin pancakes, pumpkin waffles, and make a white chocolate pumpkin cheesecake. I love raviolis, everything pumpkin is for me because I love pumpkin. So after we pour it in, what we do is just throw it in the oven. And then we'll let these bake for about an hour or until it's golden brown on top. Another thing that you can do is get a toothpick and insert the toothpick in the middle of the bread. And when you pull it out, if it comes out, there's not very much stuff on it, there's not very many crumbs, or it's not liquidy, then it's done. But if you put the toothpick in, you pull it out, and it still kind of has batter on it, then it's not done. Pop it back in the oven, kind of let it bake for another few minutes and stuff. And then also what I'm going to be throwing in the oven was the pumpkin seeds that we took out of our pumpkin a couple weeks ago too. So these have been sitting in salt water, so they should be really salty when they're done. So I'm just going to throw these in there too. I usually put them in there at 400 for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I just kind of keep checking them. Since the oven's on 350, it might take a little bit longer. But we're going to throw these in there too and see what happens. So there we go. We got our pumpkin bread, our pumpkin seeds in the oven, baking, ready to go. And that's all I have for baking right now. But after our pumpkin experiment that we do right now, we'll, if we have some time, we'll come back, check on this, see what it looks like. Maybe we'll try to find some toothpicks and show you guys how to test it to make sure that it's done or if it still needs some time. So, awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Yes.
I can see the
I know, I'm so
bread.
excited to go see it.
We are back.
Awesome.
As you can see, the guys in here are working on their little pumpkin crafts. And I'll tell you what's working on the worksheet. How was it? Good. It was pretty good. It's smelling really good. Laura did a great job. We'll see. Right now we're over here at the special needs room because we're gonna do this fun experiment with pumpkins. So let's see. Yes.
Look good.
You want to say hi? Okay, come over here, Ronan.
Did you check the temperature? Hello. I gave you lots of food.
Okay, but you're on.
Are you from your mom? Oh. Huh? Are your mom? What happened?
We're gonna do this experiment with pumpkin.
You I didn't want to miss.
We need a knife.
You home?
In the sleep room.
Huh? Huh?
Hey.
Are you?
Hey guys, remember I told you just to cut them out? We're gonna work with Vanessa. Good job. Get your glue out and we're gonna work with Vanessa to learn the parts of the pumpkin. Okay? Get your glue sticks out. Okay?
Alright, guys, so you guys have your worksheet and
Shannon,
then
are you watching
your
her?
worksheet is been cut out. The little 4 words. Alrighty. So let's get started. Let's see. So Rochelle, we're gonna learn the parts of a pumpkin. So here's our little drawing of a pumpkin. All of you guys already have your worksheet. And let's see. I know Laura went over it last time, but why not? Let's learn it again. Okay. So does anyone know what the green part of the pumpkin, or since it's brown, the top part of the pumpkin is called? Stem. So find your word that looks like stem. Can you guys help me spell stem?
Yes.
So S-T-E-M. Awesome, everyone. So stem. Find your word on your worksheet. Stem. Put a little bit of glue and put it on the top where the picture of this stem, and it looks like this. So glue it to your paper. And help us, Rochelle, okay? Ready for the next one? Who can tell me what's the name of this little edge of the pumpkin? Patricia. The skin? Yes, so the skin. And can you guys help me spell skin? S K I N. So find the word for skin.
Can we start?
Okay. All right. So the skin part. That's a little edge right here by the pumpkin. So find your word and glue it.
Too loud right here.
Now you have 2 more left. Pretty sure everyone knows this one. What's the name of this little things inside the pumpkin? Rochelle, do you know the name of these little spots inside the pumpkin?
Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds.
They're pumpkin seeds. Have you ever tried pumpkin seeds, Rochelle?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you have. All right, can you guys help me spell seeds?
Yes.
Yes. E. Another E. E. And S. So look for that word on your paper. Find the word seeds. And glue it on the spot. Okay. And last but not least, this part of the pumpkin. So we got the stem, the inside, which is like the little core on the inside of the pumpkin, that's the skin. Then we got the little seeds inside. Who can tell me what is called this part of the pumpkin? Pumpkin
Skin.
pole. Can you guys help me spell the word pole?
Oh.
P.
U.
U.
L.
And P. Okay, and I don't know if you guys listened to Laura's video. She poured the pure to make the pumpkin bread. So now we're gonna move on. Now that we learned some of the few parts of the pumpkin, we're gonna move on and we're gonna do our pumpkin volcanoes. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and color your worksheet.
While you guys are watching, you can go ahead and color your pumpkin.
Let me fix this. That way Rochelle is able to see the volcanoes. Let's see.
Hey.
Alrighty.
We'll sit up.
So in order to do the volcano, we need the pumpkin. We got 3 pumpkins over here because we're gonna have Laura and Carmen help with this experiment. And what we're gonna do is cut around the stem part, the skin of the pumpkin. That way we have a better view and we clean out the pumpkin. So we're gonna remove all the seeds, put them on this little trays, and that way we have a better experiment of the volcano pumpkin.
And then we have more seeds to bake.
And more seeds, yes.
Yeah.
That way everyone could have some. So.
Thank you.
And things that we need for the volcano pumpkin, we need, of course, vinegar, baking soda, and if you want to make it a little bit more funner, add food coloring. We got red, blue, yellow, pink, purple, green. We're gonna try to do some Halloween colors. So let's see. How about if we start cutting off and make yes.
How big do we need to be?
Matters.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, be careful.
Oh yes, be careful, you guys, if you guys try to do this at home. Do it with a family member or a staff.
I let my mom do it.
Yes.
Whoa.
Because it is kind of hard.
Yeah.
Jenny, you wanna see?
Well,
So we're gonna,
Look,
partly the nice
Can you
too.
smell it?
yeah.
look.
Oh yeah.
I do.
You can smell it, Katie?
Your brother got on and get mildew.
Rochelle, are you carving pumpkins at home? You're gonna do some fun and decorate some pumpkins? Maybe?
Was it hard?
It's hard.
Yeah.
The pumpkins were
Yeah.
on and then it's
So
started
you
off.
gotta do one at a time.
Okay, I
But you can't drag it around.
Yeah.
Just a minute, Katie, have a seat. We'll have you come
Well,
out once we
let's
put the
see, like a
knives and
super
stuff
sharp
away, okay?
Yeah.
You can come help Carmen once we put the knives away, okay?
Alrighty, let's see. That was mine.
Almost done.
Maybe. Oh, yes.
Yay. Look at all the seeds in there.
Oh, look at these. So I'm just gonna remove the seeds and put them.
The bigger knife's a little harder.
You wanna?
It's a long knife.
So I'm gonna set this aside.
I was running before they came in. Got it?
I got it. And just gonna start cleaning the inside. I made a little hole, so we'll see if my hand
Vanessa,
fits
can
in
you
there.
get in there?
Do you need the knife to make it bigger?
Let's see.
I'm gonna take my watch off. I feel like this is gonna get messy.
Okay,
And it
can
feels a
we-
little gooey, but
Can we move the knives maybe back here?
and maybe have them come and help us.
Want to come help get the seeds out?
Oh, it smells. Smells like pumpkin.
Thank you. I'm gonna cover those.
So we're gonna remove all the seeds.
Okay, Katie, you can come help me now.
Yeah, is there anybody else that wants to come and help?
I do,
Come on.
Your hands are gonna get a little
Come on up
messy.
here, Matt.
Your hands are gonna get messy. Come on, Katie.
Just look
Get
at
the
all
pumpkins
this
out.
stuff.
Get the seeds out. You wanna pull them out with me? No? Okay, anybody else wanna come pull the seeds out?
I
Come
do.
on, Vicky.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It
you
feels a
can come back and
little
help.
gooey and
Yeah.
little.
Come
Wanna
help
help,
with
Chrissy?
something that's not expensive. Trisha wants to help.
Hey, come on, Patricia.
Come on, Patty.
Ooh, the smell though.
So it's like pumpkin, that's for sure.
Very like pumpkin.
Alright.
Come on this way,
She has
Patricia.
a lot of seeds, huh, Vicky?
Let's see if your hand fits there. But
Baby, very
raise your-
careful.
Okay, go ahead.
put it a little bit this way. That way Rochelle is able to see us as well, and the camera can see us. Put it a little bit this way.
You want
There
to
you
come
go.
cover, come
There
around
you
this
go.
way with you?
Oh, you want to come this way?
I'm gonna move out of the way.
Okay, come on this way.
Come on this side, please.
Go ahead. Look at my hands orange.
Yeah.
I know.
Does yours have a lot of seeds?
Yeah.
Ours
like
has a lot of seeds
Almost
in
filling
there.
up our
The one Vicky
container
and
over
I are
here.
doing has a lot of seeds in it.
Well, that's good because
Let's
my
take
pumpkin seeds are
Yes.
Yummy.
And a lot of seeds, Christy?
I want to try some different flavors with our
Yes.
pumpkins too. Like
Oh, maybe garlic. Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking about. Huh, Rochelle?
maybe a hot Cheeto one for me and Vanessa.
Oh, yes. We should definitely maybe experiment with the hot Cheetos. That would be
definitely
awesome.
do that. That would be
That's
fun. A lot of seeds, huh?
That's a lot of seeds.
Make sure you remove all the seeds. That way our experiment works. It's a little bit hard.
Jenny,
I know.
you'll help them.
Whoops.
It's hard.
Hard, okay.
Okay, come on, Patricia, you can go wash your hands. Hold on for just a second. Okay, I'm gonna give you a paper
So yes, I
towel.
think it's important of how big you make the circle on the top,
Here.
especially if you have bigger hands. I kind of have medium hands, so it does kind of fit in there. I don't want to go all deep because maybe it will get stuck.
You might be able to use the spoon too, better.
Let me make it like that.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty small.
Matt, do you mind opening the door for Miss Patricia, please? Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Are we
There's not very
good,
much
Vicki? Okay, you did an amazing job. Thank
Awesome.
you. So while Matt has the door open, do you mind going to wash your hands for
Yeah, do you
us?
want to go, Christy?
Thank
I think
you.
all the seats are out, so we're good to go.
Jeffrey?
Thanks for your help right now.
Thank
Wash
you.
your hands.
Yes.
Do we need the pulp out too, or can the pulp stay?
I think we can take it out. Maybe.
Yeah, we
I
can
mean,
scrape
Maybe
it
let's
out.
do one with pulp and one without pulp.
Yeah, we can scrape it.
Yeah.
How are you?
Almost
We're all
done.
strings at least, I
We're
should
almost
say.
there. We got a really good container full of seeds. over
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for these pumpkin seeds.
I can't wait for the
Pumpkin
Pumpkin
bread.
bread from Laura.
I'm so excited.
I haven't forgot about you, Katie. As soon as we get all the ugly out.
Hey.
Okay.
Carmen,
Yes,
I did cut it.
good job. Good job.
What were you working on, Ramen?
Cut it.
Coloring? Coloring what?
What did you color?
Is it a pumpkin?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's lots of pumpkins.
You see what's
Yeah,
there?
it's in here.
Let's see.
So we hold it.
Wait a minute.
Guts.
In just a minute, we'll have you come help us. Okay.
Lady. Yay. Uh-oh. You don't get-
Getting this stuff out.
Uh-oh.
Struggling a little.
Do you need
Do you want
us
the
to
spoon?
bring in there?
Lady.
Yes. Bets too. Oh, there.
There you go.
Ooh.
You guys are doing a great job on those pumpkins.
And of course, before we bake them, like you mentioned, we have to wash them,
Yeah.
rinse them.
Rinse them. I let mine soak in salt water for a long time so they're nice and salty. But I think since we're gonna try some different flavors, we'll just
Yeah,
Good job,
we'll add the
Maria.
salt just a season.
yeah.
How's it going, Dee? Do you think we should cut it open a little more?
I think I am gonna try that,
Will
cause,
it help you? Do you wanna scrape this one out while I cut it open a little more?
alright.
Let's try. There you go. You still have lots in there.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hello. You good?
Loving all these
Careful.
pumpkin experiments.
It's fun, I like this season.
Yes.
Then Halloween is coming up.
Woo, fun times.
Fun projects that we could do, so stay tuned. And maybe we'll show you guys on our live some fun projects that we will be doing.
There we go. Oh,
And I can't wait also to share with them the pumpkins that are growing.
I know, those are so exciting.
I don't want you to come up.
Hey, don't do that. Christy.
So it does take quite a while, you guys, to get these pumpkins ready and do the pumpkin volcano. So we just wanted to share with you guys the whole steps.
Henry.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So
Yeah.
this is how it should kind of look from inside. Something like this.
Vanessa, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put these-
There's no seeds. Kind of took a lot of the pumpkin strings out.
Out of this. What?
Well, gold.
Cleaning my hands. Pretty slimy.
I know. I just wiped all my hands too.
Go in. I gotta go now.
I see
You see all the pumpkin seeds in there, Rochelle? Lots in there. You see that?
So many. I know. I'm like,
There's so many in here.
And we could always just like we mentioned earlier, we could bake them. We could grow them again and grow your own pumpkin in your garden.
Plant them. Yep.
So
I like to.
Yeah. Oh.
With my mom and my dad and Robin and me and Martin and my dad
wash your hands.
and me.
Okay, let me try to do it pretty fast.
I'm like getting really excited to carve pumpkins.
I know, I
Even
think
though I'm
we
not
should
very
do
good
it.
at it.
I know, me neither.
I know. Should we carve?
We should. I want to try to do that, and that way, when all the baking soda and the vinegar, I want to see how it comes out. Yeah.
Can I do that on mine?
Yeah. Go ahead. You can start doing it. Yeah.
I'll make just a simple.
All right.
Look. Look.
Beautiful.
So, Laura's gonna make a little face. If you want to make a face on
fun.
yours, that way
Yeah, I
it
was
makes it a
like,
little
I'm
bit
so
funner.
Is it gonna come out of the eyes and stuff too?
That's what I want to see. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, this is almost
All
done.
right.
I'm so excited.
All right. It's back.
Huh?
Table.
Yeah.
Table is back.
Oh, yeah.
I think this one's ready.
Oh, carving pumpkins. It's so fun.
I'm actually gonna.
There's
my
hands.
Yeah.
See? Something from in there.
Are you ready to see all the stuff come out of it, Rochelle? It's gonna be like a big volcano. You ready to see it?
And it,
Thank you. I'm excited to see you.
pretty soon, we're gonna have Rochelle back.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Yay! We're all excited. Yay for Rochelle.
The color that I chose was purple. Laura, are you sticking to green or are you gonna choose?
No, green's
green?
perfect. Yeah,
Mine is orange.
Yours orange, okay.
Yeah, man.
I wanna at least make some eyes.
Got some eyes out of it. Almost there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Try to do math.
I'm only gonna do my eyes because I feel like if I do my mouth, all of it's gonna come out of the bottom instead of the mouth, the top. What do you guys
Yeah, I think everything mostly is gonna come out of the mouth, so I think I just wanna try to do. But I mean, go ahead,
do
let me
it.
try it. Yeah, I
let's
mean,
see-
that's
let's see the different
experiments.
ways.
Yeah. It's not going to be a very big.
Ah,
No.
I think I went too deep.
Here, Vanessa,
Okay.
try this one.
But this one's pretty
It has
big.
a
I know, that one's
Yeah.
really hard.
Hey, don't touch that way.
Are you done with yours?
Can I use the scoop, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
What, Robin?
So like always, and we always share with you guys, please be careful when you guys are carving pumpkins.
Safety first and everything. Do not just go to the kitchen and get a knife. We need to make sure you're doing it safely with someone working with you to do this, okay?
There goes an eye, and I'm using the shape of a triangle to make the eyes. And of course, a small. I don't know why I always go for small, but I'm gonna try to carve it a little bit more.
Alright.
Are you done, Laura?
Yeah, I gotta I've got a tooth in mine. Mine's got a tooth.
Oh, that's so cute. Yes, see one more eye.
Does he get a tooth? He's got one tooth. Maybe he's a toddler pumpkin. Just growing
Little baby.
little baby one.
And I just did 2 eyeballs. I like your.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do because it's kind of hard to carve pumpkin. I need quite a time.
We're gonna need quite a bit more than just one thing.
Oh, no.
I think it just depends how much we need.
To make
We
it
have
really
more.
come up.
Yeah, we have more right here and there. Yeah.
So you know what we're gonna do, guys?
What?
I've never done this.
Pumpkins?
I've never done this before.
What? I've never. Well, yeah,
I've never done like a
pumpkins
new
before,
volcano
but
type.
yeah. Well, earlier when we kind of started our YouTube, we did ended up doing a volcano. So if you guys want to go back to our channel, check it out. And it's kind of with the same materials. But it was with I forgot what kind of materials that we had, but of course it was baking soda and vinegar and also food coloring.
Nice. You ready to see what's gonna happen, Rochelle? Watch this.
Watch
Patty.
Okay, I'm gonna clean out my station.
Patty, want to give me a Halloween bracelet? Yeah. Want to buy you one?
This ice is gonna come out, but
I'm going to buy you one. Amen.
Alright.
Beautiful.
Amen.
Awesome. It looks great.
Amen.
Now, what are you doing?
Okay, so we're gonna move this out of the way. How's it going, baby? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I'm gonna turn this way. What do you guys think?
yeah.
No, I've never done this before. So.
I'm just gonna eyeball it, but here it goes. This is mine. I only did 2 eyes.
Okay.
I'm excited to see that one, how that one's gonna
This
work.
is baking
Are
soda.
we gonna do one at a time? You actually see
We'll,
it?
we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So,
Oh.
pour baking
Pour your
soda.
baking soda in
Baking
there.
soda. Let me get your vinegar ready.
Quite a bit, so it'll give a nice eruption.
It's like a clump.
Okay. I think that's enough. I put almost.
Hey, you watching?
You did?
That's cool. Oh my god.
What?
You're
Oh
gonna
my
You're
gosh!
gonna have to come all the way over here.
I'm ready.
She is. Yeah, that's a lot. Great. So do you think there's a
Who?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Who's Charlotte?
And then
That is just see
Put a
that.
couple drops of
He
our
might be color when you.
Yes, because we want to see that color.
do we put it with the vinegar or something? Like a cup?
No, you can drop it
And
on
then
the.
just make little drops in your
Drop
baking.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that how it's do it?
Yes.
Hey, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you
Put
ready for the
everything.
volcano?
Yeah, ready. Yeah.
Alright.
Ready?
I'm gonna do purple, so put your.
I'm doing orange.
Oh
Yes.
no! Oh no, Patty!
See, I'm at a little bit more.
Whoa!
So we got our baking soda and our food coloring under,
Oh no!
and then with the. You wanna go first?
Vinegar? Alright, so I just
Try and make
pour
it-
it
Okay,
top
we're
on or keep the
If you
top off?
want, however you want it, you can go ahead.
See what Laura's does.
Okay. Oh, I'm so like
Here, hold on.
Get it closer. Let me clean this up. Hold on.
Let's change.
Oh, I'm like nervous though.
Oh,
Okay,
I've
let's
never
turn
done
your
this
face
before.
towards there, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Are you gonna put your lid up? I'm gonna back up. No, lots more. Keep going.
I don't know good part. Let's see.
Rochelle, can you see it?
And the little tube. That is so
That's
cool.
so cool.
Very good, Laura.
Good
That's
job.
amazing. I'm so excited. That's my first volcano.
That's an idea for Halloween. So look at that.
I know. I so want to do this with my nephews.
So what color was Laura's, guys? What color was Laura's volcano stuff? Green.
Green.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. You want me to go or you go?
Yeah.
So my turn. Okay, you guys tell me what color this comes out to be, okay? Are we ready? Here we go. That turned out to be?
What color is that?
Orange. Pretty cool.
Any more baking soda? I want to
I
see.
think I have pumpkin on my hand. You can just let it, mine's had chunks too. I'm gonna move out of the way.
I'm so excited to see this one too. All the different colors. It's so fun.
Over there on the other. On top of cans. See, I'm adding more.
Okay, here's one more.
The face turning that way?
I can hear them crackling in there too. Like it's
Yeah.
so
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna. Should I just
Just
whole thing?
dump
Or-
it. Just dump it.
Or.
All of it.
Go, go, go,
Go, go, go, go,
go, go, go.
Look at that. Purple.
That's awesome. Oh my
That's
god, that's so much fun.
That's an idea to do during this holiday coming up, or if you guys celebrate it, or for Halloween, if you guys do any, I don't know if you guys enjoy haunted houses and stuff. That's a good idea. Look how it looks
cool.
inside.
I don't.
So much.
Do scary stuff.
Yeah.
It's just foam. It's
It's
Yeah.
like foam inside.
Oh my gosh, it's hard in there.
So I want to show you
yeah,
guys.
I'm just going for it and stick my hand
I want to show you guys kind of what it looks like inside.
in. My hand is probably going to be green.
Look at Laura, you're going to be green for the next few days.
Good thing. Yeah, well.
That is so cool. So did you guys like it?
Yeah.
It's fun, huh?
So if you look inside, can you see that?
Oh, that smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I show you guys?
It's like
Cool,
cheaper.
huh?
Yeah.
Right, baby.
It's good.
Inside?
As the school was over.
Pretty cool.
As the bus up in the eye.
Do you guys remember the ingredients that we had? All the stuff that we needed? Baking soda,
Pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
food coloring.
Pretty cool.
What else?
Pretty cool, Travis. Shannon.
Oh, it's green.
Vinegar. Vinegar and the baking
Yeah.
soda. Like Laura mentioned earlier, I am not a scientist, but if you mix the vinegar and baking soda, it kind of makes it go up. And so that's the little eruption that the volcanoes,
So Patty?
what happens during a volcano. So that is our experiment, you guys. Rochelle, how did you like it? Did you like it? Was it fun? What color was your favorite one? Was it the green one, the purple one, or the orange one?
What's my favorite? Oh, Katie said
Which one?
orange, my hero. What's my favorite color? What's your favorite color, Joey? Purple.
Did you say purple too, Rochelle? Yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's it. Let us know, you guys, if you guys want to see any more experiments with Carmen, with Laura,
You can check on it though.
with myself, with maybe your case manager, Jillian, or Carrie, or anybody of your friends. So let us know what else you guys want to watch.
We made it through.
I was a little scared. I was a little freaked out because I wasn't sure if it was gonna like, or if it was gonna like.
You were going for the lid. I'm
I
like,
don't know.
okay, I don't want to be green for
Yeah.
the day.
But I think it forced it out the front more.
Because of your mouth. It was so cool. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to like rewatch that one. I want to see it because it has like.
Like, she's really daring. She's putting the lid on. That was cool though, but look how cool it did. It made your on your tray.
I know.
Yeah.
It's almost like the base.
It is.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna end up cleaning up.
Oh,
Do we want to go check?
Yes. Yeah, we can do
Let's
that.
see how the whole process is
We'll
going.
clean up in here and thank you guys.
Thank you for watching. Let's go check it out.
Have you seen the garden yet?
Oh, yeah.
So over here, we created our own little pumpkin patch where we took some of the seeds that we took from our experiment a couple weeks ago and we put them right here. Pull one out. Well, maybe not. I know, it's kind of hard. Let's see if we can get you a little closer. There we go. So inside of the bag, we planted some of the seeds, and now they're sprouting out and making a little plant. I don't know if you can see that, but there's little sprouts coming up in each of these pumpkins. And then we'll plant them in the soil, and we'll see if they'll grow big pumpkins for next year. It's gonna take some time.
Yes.
So there's a little pumpkin patch. Go check out our pumpkin seeds and pumpkin bread. Check it out. I can already smell it in the Elwood kitchen. That's pretty neat.
Oh my goodness, it smells so good.
So for safety, right, we gotta put some oven mitts on because obviously it's gonna be hot. And I don't know if we have any toothpicks in here, do we?
How about a fork?
Oh, a fork could
Maybe a
work.
fork could work.
So let's check these seeds first. And here are the seeds. Kind of hard to tell if you can see them or not, but they're baking away. They're almost done too. Because they're a nice golden brown color. So those will be kind of fun. They're almost done. We'll pop them in for maybe a few more minutes.
It smells so good.
It does. It smells delicious in here.
Look at the bread.
And then, oh, I can already tell it's not really done yet. But we can definitely check to see.
Trying to find
Maybe.
a little.
I can find something. How about the spoon?
Which one?
In the cup.
Those.
I can kind of tell it's not done anyways because it's kind of jiggling in the middle. But if you have a toothpick or anything, or even like this, you just stick it right in the middle, pop it out, and then see how there's still batter on there. So it's not done.
It's hard to see,
I
but
know. That's the lighting.
yeah, it's still not done. We still need a little bit of more.
But you can kind of tell that the
Look.
tops are getting golden brown and stuff, and I can definitely smell it. But yeah, it still probably
Puffiness.
has another like 30-ish minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna pop those back in, and hopefully we'll be able to enjoy it for some lunch. Maybe it's a
Ooh,
little
hopefully,
treat for
yeah.
lunch.
Let's see.
So yeah, I think that's what we have for today, though. Right?
Yeah, thank you, Laura.
So
Thank you
much
for sharing your baking
Yes, of
recipes.
course, and thanks for setting up the whole volcano experiment. That was so much fun. Never
It
done that
was.
before. I was a little
Yeah.
nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
Me neither. You know what? I do have to let you guys know. I kind of took it out of some internet.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
definitely.
Because we want to, we want to have fun here.
Just try things out.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
So exciting! All right,
Our
well,
little
we'll see you
pumpkin
guys.
shirts.
I know, right? Pumpkin. I went with the theme.
Of course, me too.
I know.
All right, you
Thursday,
guys.
Right?
Thursday.
Is our next live stream?
Yep.
10:30.
Come and check out what we're gonna do this Thursday.
Yes. super
Check out your
excited.
worksheets. Go Rochelle and everybody
Yes.
else. Go check out our other videos, and we'll see you Thursday then.
Bye.
Bye.